Bridget has some pencils in her backpack. She then bought 15 more pencils at the store. She now has 22 pencils total. How many pencils did Bridget have to start with? The first thing we're going to do to solve this problem is figure out if there's a change occurring in the problem. Yes, there is in fact a change because she is adding more pencils. Therefore, we know that this problem is either a join or separate problem. We see that Bridget is adding more pencils, so we know this is a join. To solve this problem, we are going to be using a linear model. In our linear model, we are going to have two strips of paper. One is purple and one is orange. We are going to use our purple strip to represent 15 of the pencils because 15 is more than half of 22. So that's going to be our bigger piece. We are going to use our orange piece to represent how many Bridget started with. Some things we can go ahead and write in our linear model is that we know the total of pencils that she has now, which is 22. We're going to write 22 pencils right here because this whole piece represents the total number of pencils. We're then going to glue our purple piece down because we know that 15 of these are pencils that she bought. We can go ahead and write 15 pencils because we know that that's how many she bought. Our orange strip, once again, represents how many she started off with. To figure this problem out, we're going to use the tool of subtraction to find the number of pencils she started off with because we have an amount representing 15 and an amount joining to make a total of 22 pencils. So we're going to set our problem up as 22 minus 15. We cannot take away 5 from 2, so what we're going to do is take away from the tens. And we're going to regroup. Our regrouping is going to make this 10, or this 10, 1 in the tens place, and then bring 10 more over here, making this 12. So we take away 5 from 12, and we get 7. We take away 10 from 10, and we get 0. So we know that we are left with 7 pencils, and we now know that 7 pencils is how many she started with. We can check our work by adding 15 plus 7. We get 12, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, and we have our total of 22 pencils. Now we're going to work on another problem. Mr. McDonald has a farm. There are 18 cows on the farm. 4 of the cows are boys. How many of the cows on Mr. McDonald's farm are girls? Once again, for this problem, we need to ask ourselves, is there a change occurring in the problem? No, there is not a change occurring because nothing is being added or taken away. Therefore, we now know that this problem is either a part-part whole or a compare. We see that it is a part-part whole because there are 2 subsets, boy cows and girl cows. To solve this problem, we're going to be using a set model. To represent our cows, we have base 10 blocks. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cows total. Since we're looking for girl cows, we're going to make that our part A. And we know how many boys we have, so we're going to go ahead and make that part B. We also know our whole, or our total, which is 18 cows. So if we have 18 base 10 blocks right here, what can we do to represent and separate the two? Well, we can take, Since we know that 4 of the cows are boys, we can put 4 of our base 10 blocks right there. So that leaves us with a total of 18 base 10 blocks to represent girls. We're going to use the tool of subtraction to do this problem. We're using subtraction because we need to remove 4 from our total because there are 4 boy cows and we are wanting to find out how many of the cows are girls. So we can check our work by doing 18 minus 4. 8 minus 4 is 4. 1 minus 0 is 1. We see that there are 14. We can go back and check our work by adding our part A and part B together to see if we get our whole. So for part A, we said we have 14 girls, and then we have 4 boys. So 14 plus 4 is 18. We then see that using the tool of subtraction work to find our whole.